You got a guy on here who's always crying and so teary-eyed because people want to talk about Deontay Wilder and support Deontay Wilder because he's an American fighter. We're over here in America. This dude doesn't live in America or Russia or the UK, but he always wants to tell people in America what they should talk about, how they should talk about it, who they should support. Why aren't you talking about this guy instead of that guy? Why don't you do it? How come you never do that? How come you always want somebody to talk about the fighters that you're in love with instead of just doing it yourself? That doesn't make any sense. Video after video after video crying and complaining about what other people are talking about. Deontay Wilder is our guy, man. And congratulations to AJ for getting the job done against Klitschko. It was a great fight. It reminded me of an old school heavyweight fight. Both guys were in shape. I mean, for a while, the heavyweight division was shit. It was a bunch of guys eating their way into the division, bunch of fat, sloppy heavyweights. And it felt good to see two heavyweights that were in shape, even though one guy was clearly out of his prime. But the other guy, it was the biggest test of his career. He was going in there with somebody experienced, a veteran, champion. So we got what we got, but I take my hat off to both of them. And Klitschko has no reason to be ashamed for losing the fight, and I hope that he gets a rematch if that's what he really wants. I don't think that he'll win it, but he deserves a shot at it anyway. But even though I like AJ, I like him as a fighter. I like his style. I think that he's very patient, and I've been watching him for a while. I've been watching him since he only had like 8 fights or something like that. Because somebody who works at the bar that I usually go to, he's a boxing fan. And he was telling me he was the one who put me up on AJ a while back. So I'm a fan of AJ. But if he fights Deontay Wilder, I mean, he's got to get knocked out. Point blank, period. Everybody knows that the champion, the undisputed champion, belongs in the United States. Those belts belong here. Everybody knows that. Everybody in the UK knows that. Everybody in Russia knows that. It's just a fact, okay? The best champions belong right here in the United States. They are here. And Deontay Wilder is our guy, whether you like it or not. We don't have to support AJ. We don't have to support Klitschko or anybody else. Because Deontay Wilder is the guy who's closest to becoming undisputed, which is something that we haven't had since Lennox Lewis as far as the heavyweights are concerned. So I don't understand what all the crying is about. If you want to talk about Vladimir Klitschko, talk about Vladimir Klitschko. If you want to talk about AJ, talk about AJ. And then people want to talk about, well, Deontay Wilder, what has he done to deserve this fight? Are you kidding me, man? And they want to bring up that he hasn't fought any heavyweights in the top 10. Well, didn't your boy Povetkin just fuck all of that up? Why leave out major details like that? That he was going over there to his hometown to fight, to his area, hostile territory, to go and fight him, and he fucked it all up with the dirty drug test, and you fucking clowns tried to defend him and say that he wasn't dirty, even after he failed the B sample. You guys were still making excuses and saying that Povetkin didn't do anything wrong. Why do you leave all of that out when you're talking your shit? It's not his fault. And he had another guy who pulled out of the fight at the last minute. Deontay Wilder is calling these guys out, and it is on them now to accept the challenge or not. It's not looking like they're trying to do it, man. It's not. And to be honest with you, man, and I hate to say this, man, I don't think we're going to get an undisputed heavyweight champion because of how funny these sanctioning bodies are. They're making these mandatories and stripping belts and shit. It seems like they're against the idea of an undisputed champion in all the weight classes. We see this problem, man. I don't know where this started or why this is going on, but I have that feeling, man, we're never going to see this shit, not for a while anyway. But I just wanted to make a video to say that, man. Deontay Wilder is our guy. We're going to support him. All you guys here in the United States who don't want to support him, oh well. You have the right to support whoever you want. If you want to go ahead and support AJ over there in the UK, you can do that. You got the right to do that. But don't tell us who we have to support and who we have to make videos on and who we have to talk about just because you like them. Instead of wasting your time telling us to talk about what you want to talk about, you can just talk about the shit yourself. Fucking idiot.